Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Thursday, March 28th, around 8:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 2024. An X1.1 solar flare from active region 3615 as it turns away on the limb was impulsive and probably did not produce a CME. Multiple flares today, 2 significant M flares, and now this X flare. Keep calm. It's boom time. Hail blankets Central Texas roads looking like snow. Ho, ho, ho. The hail hit West Austin area on Wednesday afternoon, and it looks quite slippery. Heavy snow from the UK to Spain. It's insane. Historic cold gripping Scandinavia now, with Alta in Utah nearing rare back-to-back 600-plus inch seasons. They're digging out in Uttarkhand, wherever that is. Let's take a look at some of these pictures from Dartmoor here in the UK weather. Snow-covered this morning, March 28th. More pictures here from Ronda and Granada. Unseasonable cold and snow has been the theme across much of Spain in March. It's insane. Take a look at the cows in the snow in Portugal. And here, a shot from space of the Alps. Still snow-covered in March, and in a good way. Now, there is more snow predicted through mid-April. Heavy snow, up to 4 feet predicted, in fact, for the top of the Alps. And in fact, snow for northern Spain and the UK as well. As Alta is nearing rare back-to-back 600-inch seasons, while this is way off from the all-time record-breaking 903 inches posted last year, it is still comfortably above the 388-inch average that they have. And with weeks left to run and favorable snow forecast for the rest of the season, it's expected to be the second 600-plus inch season in a row. It is rare for Alta, Utah, to post a season above 500 inches. Back-to-back 600-plus inch seasons is considered very rare, and the fact that record 900-plus inch followed by 600-plus is even rarer. And it's showing at least 40 inches of cumulative snowfall expected within the next 10 days in the Alta region. And that's good news. This is one of the regions with over 100% of snowpack. The snowpack in the desert south here in Arizona and New Mexico is some of the highest snowpack in years at 200% or greater, almost 300% down here in Phoenix and south to Agua Prieta. We still have a deficit up in the north. Let's take a look at that. But most of the regions, anything green or blue, is above normal or at normal. So little deficit up in the north here, and we really need some snow for South Dakota, and it looks like it is about to happen. Here's the forecast. Stormy weather along the East Coast, mountain snow and valley rain in the west. Showers and thunderstorms will linger along the East Coast through the evening as predicted last night in the update. Locally, heavy rain is possible and may lead to isolated instances of flooding, especially in the mid-Atlantic through New England. A front moving across the west will keep mountain snow and low elevation rain chances in the forecast through Friday. Heavy rain is expected in central and southern California as well. Winter storm watches and warnings out for the center of the U.S. here, and red flag warnings out in pink. As you can see, flood warnings and watches up on the East Coast, as well as freeze warnings, yes, indeed, for central Alabama and East Tennessee. So heed those warnings and save those plants. Here you can see that system moving offshore now in just 3 hours. It'll be gone, and that severe weather happening now, maybe on the tip of North Carolina there, but that will be gone and out to sea as some moderate snow moves from the west coast inland there. You can see that. A major system bringing heavy rain to California Friday, Saturday, and into the weekend will bring heavy mountain snow and severe weather to Southern California, it appears, on Saturday. Good news is that this major system is going to move into the Four Corners region Sunday after the San Luis Valley Seed Exchange, making it a wonderful weekend for the prospects. So hopefully I can see you out there. Let's take a look at the GFS model and the total snow, which is looking more and more epic for central April. mid-April. Wait till you see this. Here is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and that will be the end of the event, and then the snow moves into the Four Corners region. So the biggest snow totals are for the Sierras through the weekend. Going to be great spring skiing. Here is Monday and Tuesday, our lose day in the Four Corners region as a storm system develops and moves through South Dakota, which is one of the most depleted regions for snowpack. So that's good news. They're going to be picking up some good moisture there. Tuesday, Wednesday, by midweek, that system will have made its way to the East Coast and will affect the Northeast in a big way, bringing huge snow totals. Take a look at this. April 3rd and 4th are going to be magical with record snow in New Hampshire and Maine. It's insane. Buckle up, Buttercup. Winter is not over. Another big system coming into the west mid-April could bring record totals and blizzard conditions for places like Wyoming and South Dakota, where it is much needed. Shut up, Al. Get in your hole. Al Gore says it doesn't snow anymore. I don't believe that, man. Seismic update. Pretty quiet across the entire planet. Good news. Interesting rumbler here in Illinois, 2.8. Looks like a frac quake in Oklahoma there. Indeed it is. And we have this normal activity due to deep well injection in Toyah, Texas. So 2 of them manufactured by man, and another unique quake here in Germantown, Illinois. Leave a comment below if you felt it. Worldwide volcano news update. Yes, oh, thank God we're running. I thought we didn't hit the record, for goodness sakes. Askja volcano on the Aleutian Islands. Alert level raised to yellow following a minor explosion yesterday. So stay away from that. That is basically an uninhabited area. Semeru to 14,000 feet. Barren Island back on the list. Volcanic ash to 8,000 there. Fuego to 16. Sungay to 19,000 feet today. Here we can see the active lava river on the Reykjanes Peninsula today. The eruption persisting in 3 primary craters, now weeks long. Merapi volcano in western Sumatra. Short but violent paroxysm episode last night. You can see there. A nice little boomer. Merapi to 13,000. Popo to 22. Nevado de Ruiz, 20,000 feet. Abico to 10,000. Semeru, 14,000. Who knew? Now you do. Sabancaya unable to detect today. As the Reykjanes Peninsula, the eruption continues at stable but low-level values. So, not a lot going on, but there is an uptick at Askja. But before we get to that, remember the story the other night about the destroyed 900-acre solar panel field? Yeah, Fort Bend, Colorado is the region. Is it Fort Bend County? This was in Texas, the nexus of the Schmexis. Neighbors want to know whether the solar panel farm hailstorm damage leaked chemicals. Well, I would too, because most of the people in this region rely on wells.
We are waiting to find out the results from testing done at a solar farm in Fort Bend County that was struck by hail.
Well, the county and state are investigating because experts say a dangerous chemical is usually found inside the solar farm panels.
ABC 13's Nick Notario spoke to neighbors who are anxiously awaiting the results.
We tried to get answers about what's inside these panels. A company spokesperson called us, but wouldn't talk on the record. On the company's website, there's no mention of chemicals, but does say if a hailstorm were to hit, there are insurance policies to cover the events. The images are absolutely stunning when you see what the hail did to these panels. Neighbors who live nearby are frightened by what they see. However, experts say it's unlikely that even if there is all this damage, that there's anything to be concerned about.
Drone video captured what happened to a solar farm in Fort Bend County after a hailstorm blew through. Thousands of panels were smashed by last week's storm. Neighbors who live nearby couldn't believe what they saw.
When the hail came in and busted the glass, my concern is some of the toxins that are within these panels are starting to leak down into the ground and possibly getting into our water table.
Nick Kaminsky says he uses well water, a source he's worried to use when looking at the hail-hammered panels next door.
It's not comforting at all. I would hope something could be done.
Fort Bend County says its hazmat team found no contamination. The state is still investigating. We're told results from TCEQ should be back soon. We shared images of the panels to Rice University physics professor Ramamurthy Ramesh.
I don't see indications of breakage, but it could be microscopic.
Ramesh says panels are made of many layers, and it's possible nothing escaped. He says if chemicals are in the solar panels, it's a very small amount.
So what are your thoughts on the destruction there at the huge complex in Texas? I don't know if I believe a word these people are saying, but we should get some state results soon, so cross your fingers. But we do know that PFAS is used in the production of these solar panels as well as other nightmarish chemicals. They did mention one here. Cadmium telluride is found in some of these solar panels, a toxic substance that can cause kidney, heart, skin, and lung issues. So there is that, and there's the other things that they may or may not be telling us. Now back to the volcanoes. Askja continuing with another seismic swarm just moments ago. And we're keeping a close eye on this. This is a big eruptive potential, VEI2 to VEI5. There has been continuous uplift for the last 2 years, and it just reinvigorated. So this may be our prediction coming true, that when the Reykjanes Peninsula erupts for years at a time like it is, another large volcano on Iceland also erupts. And it may, in fact, be Askja. Cross your fingers. Space Weather News Update. The sun is peppered with some coronal holes here. All the sunspots now moving off the limb there after a flurry of activity because the solar-facing quiet has come to an end, and the spots have now moved to the limb so they can flare. Boom, boom, boom. We've got M7.1, M6.1, and an X1.1. Now, the good news is that this active region 3615 producing these flares, well, just like all of the other flares today from the region, does not look like a noteworthy coronal mass ejection was produced. But beautiful nonetheless. And here we can see that activity here at the GOES X-ray flux. And over at ISWA, they are not showing any coronal mass ejections headed our way. Good news. The polar vortex above the Arctic has been spinning backwards for weeks. And some people refer to this as the sudden stratospheric warming. But good news, no polar outbreaks yet down into the U.S. If you haven't heard, disgraced crypto king Sam Bankman-Fried sentenced to 25 years of hard time in the federal penitentiary. I don't know how well he is going to fare those years, as he is, what appears to be, only about 25. Yeah, how old is he? Did they say here? Well, it is irrelevant. They're obviously going to appeal this, but the good news is that Bitcoin is up, and many of the people that lost millions, if not billions of dollars, there was over 8 billion defrauded here, they may get some of their money back. Now the financial markets are going crazy in the sense of precious metals. Take a look at this. Gold hitting another all-time record high right now. It's happening now, 22.33 at the close. And after hours trading may be driving this baby higher. I would not suggest buying gold at this time. You should have bought in when it was $1,600, but there is still opportunity left to get into silver, as it is our belief that this is going to skyrocket with gold. It's going to follow gold and go up to new all-time highs, double your money maybe in a year if you make some investments here. Now, don't follow my advice. It's not financial. It is scientific only. Optimizing your potato harvest. It's potato time. We don't plant potatoes until the 10th of May when the soil temperature gets above 45 degrees, and you should do the same. But many people in zones 7, 8, and 9 are already planting potatoes. Potatoes are a staple in many diets worldwide, and they are treated and sprayed. The commercial ones, you don't want to eat the potatoes that are in the store. You want to grow your own. It's simple. You buy some seed potatoes, you throw them in the ground, and boom, you've got all the potatoes you need, and you can store them all winter. Now, I've tried multiple techniques, whole potatoes and cutting potatoes, but according to this article, cutting potatoes is the best way to go because you can maximize your harvest for the smallest amount of money. You cut up your potatoes where you have at least two eyes per section. The eyes are those dots where those funny things grow out of. You want at least 2 per section. You cut them up, you put them in the dark, and you let them dry out for a few days before you plant. And if this allows the cut areas to heal over, or scab over and prevents disease, because that's the number one problem with growing potatoes is disease. So if you want to know everything about potatoes, maximizing your yield, disease control, and size management, check out the article below. And we're headed over to the San Luis Valley Seed Exchange this weekend, our big event to kick off the year. Our affiliate is the Alliance of Native Seed Keepers, and they still have 233 vegetable varieties in stock, just a little over half of their total varieties. So go grab them before they all run out. This is the cheapest place to buy seeds in the entire planet, $2 per pack. You get 10% off if you use our coupon code ORP2024. It supports the channel, it supports your preparedness and food security, and you get open pollinated seeds at the lowest price from Native Americans who probably deserve it. Now, if you're making your way out to the San Luis Valley Seed Exchange this weekend, we appreciate it. We understand it is literally in the middle of nowhere, but some people do live there. The events will be happening all weekend. The traditional seed swap is free. You don't need any money, and you can leave with hundreds of varieties of seeds for free, including from us at our booth, where not only will we be selling homemade products like tallow balm for anti-aging and pain relief. I even put my hand into candle making. Take a look at that. These are some beeswax candles with lavender and coconut oil that we're going to be selling for cheap, $5 a pop. I also have the rosemary I processed, some smaller candles, and tons of other products, as well as millions of free seeds. So make your way out to the Valley this weekend. On Saturday at 12:30, Leah and I, hopefully, will be doing a talk on the medicinal properties of hops, and that is a boom to knowledge. Please share this video. We are shadow banned. We need your help to grow. They banned us on Twitter until next week. What a tweak. We love each and every one of you. Hit the thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. And we'll see you all at the San Luis Valley Seed Exchange this weekend.